Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Sure did.
Yes. And it was a pretty decent episode.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a little disjointed.
Yeah.
A bit.
A little bit more of the same note that we've been getting lately.
Yeah. We're tired of this. I'm tired of the We Hate Stacey Club.
Yeah. It's not the best.
Revoke my membership. I don't want to be part of it.
Exactly.
Take me out of the group chat.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, if you are just finding us, thanks for finding us. We've been lost for a little while. But we are two husbands married to each other, and we watch The Real Housewives of Insert City here. And we talk about them, and we make this podcast wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. So thanks for finding us. Please follow us on social media at Husbands Watching Housewives or Husbands Watching if you're at Twitter and what's that other one called?
TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and also like, subscribe, tell your friends. It really does help us, get some ideas of who's watching and, who likes us and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Very nice. You might wonder why we're dressed like idiots. But you look very cute.
Yours is super cute too, and of course it'll always be forever amazing because it has our Maeve on it.
It's our late kitty Maeve and our current kitty Gavs, and then we need to get a Mo insert.
A Momo insert.
We'll have to get that.
Maybe like it's just a sticker.
Yeah, just a sticker that goes there.
This is Mo.
But we have had quite the weekend, a long weekend.
Which ended with going to see a stage show, The Golden Girls. It's their 20th year doing it.
The Golden Girls Live.
The Golden Girls Live.
San Francisco.
Yes. And it's
at the current theater going on now. If you 8 more performances, you should go check it out if you can.
But it's in drag, and it's very San Francisco and campy and amazing. If you love the Golden Girls, then it's just a perfect match. Drag queens plus Golden Girls equals amazingness. So we thought, we had these ugly Christmas sweaters from my sister's ugly Christmas sweater thing last year. So when are we ever going to wear them again? Oh, to the Golden Girls Live.
It was a really good opportunity to do that.
Yes.
Also, some of our friends who moved out of the area came up for the show as well, so we haven't seen them all years.
That's our friends we haven't seen all year in general.
Exactly.
Wish we should see them more, but
we should.
People are busy. The year goes by so quickly. And here we are.
That's how we ended things. The weekend started
with my office holiday Christmas party. Office holiday party.
Mm-hmm.
Insert holiday.
Yeah. Jeff coordinates for the entire office.
I plan it every year. It's my 4th year doing it, and it was at this cool lounge in the city, and it actually went really well. It was very festive, and it's a very cool space, and I really enjoyed. I think everyone seemed to have a good time. They told me so.
Yeah. And
they thanked me for putting it on, so that made me feel good that people had a great time, and food was good and music was good because of my playlist, and yeah.
One of the things with planning a party, not especially a work event, but any party, is that you're just afraid no one's going to show up.
Yeah.
Like there's that time where any party starts where it's like you and the 2 people who get there first. You're like, so, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. We got there super early to walk through the space, and we're like, all right, when's everyone going to get here?
It's like you're wondering, what if it's just the 4 of us all night? It's not rational. It's not rational that would be the case. But then also you're worried about the fact that especially in a work event, I don't feel like a lot of work environments, not like let's go dancing with my friends from work.
Right.
Really happen.
Well, and it's funny because there was an option to have a DJ, and I said no because it was going to cost more money, and I'm very practical. And so I was like, well, let's make a playlist, and we'll have that, and because people don't dance at my office, people at my company do not dance. And then lo and behold, they started dancing, especially towards the end. And I was like, oh, but I'm so glad I didn't have a DJ because it was not needed.
Yeah, what an overkill.
Totally.
You probably just cranked up the music as loud.
The music was so loud. So this is how old we are. The music was so loud towards the end because it's a public space, and we basically had the venue from 6 to 10. And then after 10, it became, they let the public in. And it was this wave of 20-somethings, we're dying to get in and get drinks, and the music cranked up 10 more decibels to back to the point where you were shouting at people in their faces, and trying to get to this crowd of 24-year-olds, and it was so much, and we're like, yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, it did remind me, it did give me that little like thrill again of like, oh, I remember what it was like to be out in your 20s and like, when we go out to this bar and pay too much on drinks and just scream in people's faces.
Yeah, no, I don't miss those days.
I mean, I didn't want to be doing it there because like that crowd didn't seem to be my crowd, but like, I liked the idea of going out and like, oh, that would be fun. We were telling this story to a friend of ours the next day at a holiday brunch that we hosted here at our house, and he was saying how the funny thing about, when you think about it, when you're going out to clubs and stuff, I thought this was funny, that like if you were to remove the fact that there's loud music, there's basically your friends are still yelling in your ear. So like if you were just to be Jeff and I sitting here and I just started screaming in his ear, I'm going to the bathroom, or whatever the case is.
Well, it's just like chit chat, but you're screaming like, so what are you doing this weekend? And it's like,
but still like this the sound level is ridiculous to begin.
So ridiculous.
Well, on top of that, now your friend is just screaming directly into your ear, which you would never do in any other.
This ear has not recovered still. It's just no.
Yeah.
No.
So, but it was a fun party, and you put on a good show.
Yeah.
And I had a good time as a spouse of a holiday party. So that was good. But yeah, the next day we did a brunch here, which was a lot of, we did some juggling to get ready for it.
Yeah, a lot of cleaning and like we made a brisket, and we had like this baby carrot recipe and saffron rice, and we made focaccia bread, and it was a lot of food. Yeah, and then our friends brought food. They brought mac and cheese and potatoes, and like it was so much food. Yeah.
All of this after we recorded another podcast with Bestie Approved. So check that out. That's going to either already be on our feed or coming soon. But yeah, it was quite a morning for us.
It was. And then we go through that. And then
some of our friends couldn't stay because I believe as they were driving out, their son threw up. Had the flu, and they just had to leave.
Did he say flu?
He should say flu.
Oh, he said flu.
Yeah, he did. And so I didn't want to give a hug on the porch in case he was sick. So.
Oh, God.
But either way,
I hope not.
That people would, drive, an hour to come to brunch, and then they had to turn around.
They basically delivered donuts because that was their contribution. They're like, okay, well, we can't stay, but here are these donuts. And I kind of be like, I hope these are flu donuts. But...
well, we don't have it yet, but we need to get our flu shot. If you haven't got your flu shots yet and you do that sort of thing, go do it, because they say the flu shot this year is very accurate and should help prevent most flus.
Well, let's for sure do it on Friday when we're both here.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And we get our COVID booster at the same time.
Yeah, if they're still offering that.
They are.
I think they are.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So. Anyway.
And then we spent like Saturday night randomly binging all 4 episodes of Stranger Things.
Yeah, which after the first episode of the new season, it picks up pretty well.
It was really good. Yes, for sure. I'm looking forward to the final 4.
What's the final 4 of that?
Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be here just doing nothing, watching
That'll be good.
Stranger Things.
That'll be very good.
Probably gonna cry.
Why do you think? Oh, I'm sure.
Well, it's the end. We watched 5 seasons of this now.
Yeah. I got myself a little teary-eyed during the Golden Girls stuff today.
It was, by the way, like one of the amazing things about it was they had the singer, Cindy V, I think, or is her name?
I don't remember her name, but...
It's Cindy, and it's either V or Key, or I think it's V. But she is the original singer of the Golden Girls theme song, and so she came out and, she sang, and it was like, oh, crazy. She did this last year, too.
Yeah.
But it's just so weird to be like, I listened to this back in the 80s, watching the show with my mom on Saturday nights, and now the singer is on stage.
The other thing, though, which is very interesting and nice about the Golden Girls Live, is that it is something that started in San Francisco.
In someone's living room.
Approximately 20 years ago. I think I'm saying exactly 20 years ago.
It predates Housewives.
Yeah. And so it's a very San Francisco institution, and the way that it's become one has been very interesting, and I feel very lucky. I went to one of their shows very early on, in I want to say 2008. And I've seen them pretty regularly since. So it just feels nice to have been around for a lot of that, and to know and
to see it grow. Now it's in an actual it's at the theater.
Yeah.
The place where you could see
I saw
a Broadway show
at the current
theaters.
Yeah. When I was in a freshman in high school or something. So yeah, I would
to go from someone's living room to an actual theater. It's pretty amazing.
And the spaces along the way were like, okay, I guess this is a theater. This is kind of a theater.
Like it all just got like bigger. Yeah, the sets are bigger. Yeah. It's all like
And to know that the cast has changed over the years, just for heckling and everything. It's
cookie dough.
And cookie dough, yeah, just really, really. I don't know. It's weirdly. But it's just, I don't know. I found myself touched by the whole thing.
I think it's a lot of people's tradition to go see that. Like that's the holiday season to see these shows. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Apparently the other tradition in Potomac is to pick on Stacey. So let's talk about that. Or should we start at the beginning with?
The beginning was just like, it's so interesting the line that Wendy is walking of, I'm friends with Stacey, but I'm still going to call her out. And I think she's still got some BS going on and she's imitating me. And the stylist thing is new. I'm like, let's not go down who was that?
Oh, it was a Brittany and Kelly on Atlanta.
Yes, exactly. Let's not go down that road. I don't care who's styling you. I don't give a damn, especially when sometimes you both look like crap. Okay, there are not very many amazing dressers on the show. I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes the people like come through like a great outfit here and there, but like certain people, it's not like they're like bringing in like fashion. Like Ashley thinks she is, right. But she's not.
I don't think that the one who I think brings the more notable and interesting looks is Wendy, though.
For sure.
Good or bad, what have you?
Yeah, that outfit to like the dealership and that wig, I was like, whatever. But yeah, like Ashley, like skipping to the end where she's like, "Oh, Stacey's copying me again." Girl, you're not like Beyonce, okay? Like it's not like, "Oh, I want to be her." No one wants to be you. No.
Well, some people want to be Ashley.
She's not an aspirational housewife. But I would say, as much as I love Stacey, I wouldn't say,
So,
I don't know.
Back to the car dealers.
Sorry.
I loved how awkward that car salesman was. Just sitting in the middle seat, just riding bitch in the back seat, listening to them talk about Stacey. And just basically having their talk to all this guys in the back. And the production knew it too, because they kept kind of just cutting to him. And he's just like, mm-hmm.
Also, I think it's Giselle's driving like a crazy person, and he was like, "Okay, all of this is happening, and I'm on camera, and I hope she buys something."
Well, and that's the sort of thing I was watching, and I was like, "What?" Like someone asked, "Hey, is it cool if we do part of the show while we drive around your car?" And it's like, what do they think they're going to get out of it? Like an actual No, she's just leasing. It's not like she's going to buy a new car.
Right. Or is it people going to be like, you know what? I saw this on Potomac. Can I come down and get a G-Wagon? Like, right. I want to be like Gizelle.
I want an all-electric G-Wagon.
Thing is, Gizelle does like change her cars. Like she changes her underwear.
She does.
Like, so it's just, and they're always very nice cars. So
the way that she was sitting, and I've never been in a G-Wagon. I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to one in real life.
Yeah.
But it did look like she was driving the front of a Sprinter van at that point. The way that seat was just set up, she was like and close to the steering.
She was boobed the steering wheel.
Yeah. Like if that airbag goes off, then those airbags are gonna get hurt. So
rude.
Very rude.
How rude.
So where did they go after the dealership? Where do we?
I think it was Stacey maybe talking about her cannabis line, which I'm kind of over that, like whatever. And then she invited everybody. No one wants to come.
But yeah. I remember Tia called and said, "I want to support you."
Yeah, I do think I don't understand the fight. Although there was we'll get to it. A key part like that I was like, oh, okay, now I get what she's saying here. Mm-hmm. But they're in a weird place. Like Tia came at her at Giselle's event. Stacey clapped back, and now they're like in a weird place. So it's like, do I come? Do I not come? So at least she's like, I'm gonna come. I think she thought I will come to the event, and then we'll talk at a different time, not at your event. And then right. It led to whatever. So yeah, that was that scene, and also her talking about her real estate with her colleague and how she needs to put together a team. I need to see more of her real estate. Like, if you're saying you sell luxury real estate, show us
Lux it up, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I need more Lux.
We're not getting that.
Oh, but the Lux.
What?
Greg looking for. If I don't care about Greg, if I don't care about Keiarna, I'm not going to care about Greg. I'm not going to care about them ring shopping with her mama, who all of a sudden suddenly likes him when she didn't like him 2 episodes ago. What changed there? Like when Angel's like, oh, they're all booed up, like mother-in-law and son-in-law. I'm like, okay.
Look, I just say I think it's a little harsh. Just, I mean, you have your opinions. It's your experience. I think it's harsh that you don't care about Keiarna. Like, I'm interested in Keiarna. I'm just not interested in...
What about her? Are you interested in it?
I'm interested in her becoming interesting. Because, again, I feel like she has the potential.
I thought so, too. But, like, she does too much. Like, she was barely in this episode, and I'm glad about it. Like, she wasn't... And come to think about it, she... had that one confession when she said, I didn't want to come to Stacey's party, or like, no, thank you, or whatever. I think that's like the time we saw her.
Right.
And then it was like Greg talking about her.
You brought up confessionals, and we need to bring up Tia's confessional with the New Delusion macrame.
Well, she's had it for her.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that one before.
How do you not remember that? So, like...
I know, right?
It's like some not wool, but like...
It looks like someone took an old sock puppet and wound it in circles around some New Delusion. I was just like, what?
Yarn. It's like a bunch of yarn. It's a New Delusion. The hair and makeup are great, though.
Of course.
Like, she always looks like, from neck up, amazing.
No good.
Yeah.
You say about Gizelle as well sometimes.
It's true. That's why they're friends. Gizelle, the face card never declines, so, as the kids say.
Greg ring shopping.
For rings he wasn't going to buy.
Right. This gave me very much Atlanta Brittany looking at cars.
And looking at planes. So she looked at planes. Yeah.
And then also last week, or a couple weeks with Angel looking at houses.
But Angel probably, I don't know, that trailer makes the same. Okay, yeah.
But the whole thing is, like, there's no way, like, they're looking at a $2 million ring. And it's like, okay, that's fine to put on camera and show, but, like, you're not buying her. Yeah. I mean, also, I don't know. I just can't imagine someone spending $125,000.
What do they say? Like
$80,000.
What do they say? Like a ring, a guy should spend like, was it like 5 times his
salary?
A paycheck, or 5 times his like normal paycheck,
something like that.
Yeah.
Which we totally failed on that with ours, but
Shannon Company.
Yeah, Shinko. Yeah.
Shinko.
Yeah.
Shinko.
I forget what their little slogan is. Oh God.
I don't know. I only know every gift
begins with K. Oh, I'm thinking Diamond Center anyway. So.
Oh, or I just know every gift begins with K.
Jared, Gallery of Jewelers. Let's just name jewelers at random. So, yeah, I can't imagine. And also, I just don't know. Even if I was, let's say you're the richest man in the world, and like, I just happen to meet you, not the richest man in the world, but like, you have money. I don't know that I want you to be spending $200,000 on a ring for me. Like, I just don't I don't want that. Like, if that's where your priority is, but that's where I'm also thinking I wouldn't be having a relationship with you if your priority is let me spend $200,000 on a piece.
But even like, I guess how much is an average cost of a nice ring? Are we talking about like 10,000?
No, I think
like 5 to 10.
I think 20,000. I think
really.
I mean, for an engagement or an engagement ring and a wedding ring set sort of thing. I think for like a modest, we should ask some of our straight friends, who we're good enough with.
Who would
spend like what? Let's say Greg and Deanna. You can ask them. They'll tell us.
I want to name drop specific people, but
it's all right.
I'm trying to think of like, or Eric.
Oh,
now I'm just naming people.
Wait, no, all right. That's okay. Right. No one knows.
I'm trying to think of like, who's rich? Who would have spent a lot on a ring?
Oh, I'm not even looking for someone we know who has money. I'm just wondering like what an average person spends on a ring.
I don't know.
I don't know, because especially for a wedding already, you're expensive. It's to be like, a bunch of money for that. So if you don't want to like double that, you're going to Google.
Yeah, I just want to know how much should an engagement ring cost?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've heard like something insert number times.
Times the salary.
How much?
And it's your monthly gross salary, I think is what.
Yeah, not
your annual, because that, then you're 5 years in debt.
You should spend what fits your budget. Well, okay.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
Oh, the whole clarity cut carrot thing.
Anything about the recommended set time salary?
Oh, the older. Okay, it's 2 to 3 months salary.
Okay.
Yes, a marketing tactic from De Beers is now largely disregarded. Good.
Oh.
So we're saying the average is around 5,000 to 6,000. So, anyways,
What does Kay's jeweler say?
what is Shane Coast? It's just a guess. But anyways, like, so Greg spending, I know we're on TV. I don't recall what he does, but I don't say, like, seeing a ring for 180,000, like, that just seems like crazy.
Yeah. And
like as crazy as $1 million to me.
Right. I don't know. It's just so weird how, like, if we were to see that on Beverly Hills, we wouldn't blink twice.
Oh, because it's Beverly Hills, darling.
Yeah, and LVP at the same time.
It was more like LVP.
Yeah. It's also, again, I think if it was coming from, oddly, if it was coming from, like, Wendy and Eddie at the time, before, I would have believed it. But also, like, even if Gizelle was getting married and someone said they were going to get her a $200,000 ring, I'd believe it. It's Keiarna and Greg, I don't buy.
No. I don't buy the whole thing. Like him booed up with his future mother-in-law. Like I like this. Almost the sincere part was like Angel being like, "That's my friend. I want to make sure she gets a good ring," because Angel is a sincere person, as much as they call her a catfish and whatever. Speaking of people putting priority on money, Ashley basically dumps Josh on camera because he's poor.
Oh yeah.
Like, one, it's just so embarrassing and sad. Two, how do you know he's like poor? Like, he hasn't showed you like his finances. Three, her justification that because we haven't gone on an international trip. Okay,
he's not trying to like woo her and woo her and like and that's the thing is like that's not the kind of person she was presenting herself to be to him necessarily. Like, yes, she might enjoy those things, but if she's enjoying going to Dave and Buster's with him and playing, or wherever the hell that place was,
right.
F1 Formula Cafe or whatever, and playing video games, then that's what their relationship started like. If she wanted to be taken, whisked away to Paris or something, or
Vegas on someone's trip. Here's the thing, like, I don't know why. I think it's because she's never really shared any other past relationship history aside from Michael, and we don't know he had money and whatnot. And at one point, I learned this by reading the book about the
Watergate.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that he owned a portion of that at one point. But I didn't know that she dated several men who would drop all this money on her, and so she has that expectation. I can see her point of I spend a lot of money on my family members, helping them, and I'm happy to be in that position so I get to do so, because they extended that generosity to me. I get that. But this whole idea of like, I need to be wooed, and yes, she should, if she feels that she should be taken care of, whatever, it just seems so cut and dry materialistic. And it's like, well, is there something else that he's not doing? I know that people said he's not good looking, like her.
Plenty good looking.
Well, that's what she said. Her sister said, which is so mean. I'm like, yeah. So it just seems so rude to be like, you're poor. You haven't taken me out. You offered only to take me to Pittsburgh. That's good enough. Why gotta diss Pittsburgh? Watch The Pit. It's coming back next month. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sure the next season will be amazing too. But it just seems so like, I could say like, well, it wasn't that. And also like saying like, you're not ready to have a kid and I would need to have a kid soon because I'm getting older. And where did we get here? It just looked like she was like just saying, you suck because of these 4 or 5 reasons. Bye. On camera.
Yeah.
If I was him, I'd be very upset.
I'd be very, very happy. I'd be like, I dodged a bullet there because,
well, yeah,
I'm part of that.
Yeah. Well, also too, do you want to like have Michael Darby in your life? Because
probably not.
If you're going to get close to her and her kids, then Michael's going to be in their life.
Yeah, that's just that. My main thing with that is that Ashley was having a relationship with them, and yeah, maybe they were just, a
situationship,
F pals, and out for dinner occasionally. But like, it's, I don't know, for her to kind of, she condoned it. For her to be saying, and continuing to see him was just like, I'm fine with this level of relationship, but this is obviously her not doing it. But why she had to do it on camera? She couldn't have done it like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks before they started filming again. She just needed it for something. And
why did she like, drop both dude faces from
Love Hotel,
if she's gonna like go to this guy and then drop him? Like, what does she want ultimately?
It's her second bloom. She's, she wants, it's her time to find Ashley.
She's never been to me.
Never been
No.
to me. Where else did we get going?
Well, there's Ashley's thing, conversation with her sister, which was, interesting. Well, kind of.
What I found very interesting about that was that they were, Ashley was clearly whispering inside the restaurant they were at or whatever. Were they?
They're at a store.
They're at a store.
Yeah.
And I think it was the one time. It's interesting because it's about her sister and like what was going on in her sister's life, the her relationship with her parents and everything, and her mother. She was just kind of being kind of like, let's not be loud about this. We're just gonna have a conversation about it.
Well, they're talking about her mother's partner,
Right.
which is her sister's father,
Yes.
and how he has alcohol issues.
Yeah.
So I think she didn't want to like broadcast that to the store.
Interesting when it's about Ashley's, actual personal life, she can be discreet. But when it's about anyone else doing anything else, it's just, loud and...
Ashley doesn't know the meaning of grace. She only expects it. She doesn't know the meaning of it.
I mean, I do like seeing, as much as I like seeing Ashley's personal life. I like seeing her being genuine and actually, trying to help her family, and I like that part of it. I don't really care about the details of her family, what's going on and everything, but I do like seeing Ashley take care of them and tend her garden, so to speak.
Tend her garden.
And I just wish that we were getting some more genuine parts of that. And if that's really what's really occupying her time and her, bandwidth is her kids and then what's going on with her family, I get it. That's not the most exciting television, so I don't need to see a whole bunch more of it, but I do like to see that it's happening, and I like to see it on a level of genuineness, because it reminds me that whenever she deals with Stacey and other people on the show, it's not the same, It's clearly just, standing on principle of like, something's not right,
It was funny how like she said to Stacey at the end, like, basically saying the reason I'm holding your feet to the fire is because that happened to me, over the 10 years I've been in this group. Because there has been many times people accuse Ashley of being a liar or being messy or whatever. And so it doesn't make it any better that, the explanation, like I did it, I got it done to me. And the whole thing, like it helped us become closer as friends. Bullshit. Maybe some friends, maybe like, I do believe that she and Gizelle have a friendship, but also an alliance, but I think the friendship part is real. But no, having people call you out doesn't necessarily mean you're going to then grow from it and be best friends. Like quite the opposite sometimes.
They tortured me, and so we're better friends.
It's so like, are you in a sorority? And
yeah,
I got the fat circled on my tummy, so I'm not going to circle it on yours.
That how I am about like that whole idea of well, I had to do it, so you should too. It's like maybe some of us can have it better than you.
Maybe we stop the cycle.
Yeah, maybe we support and create a world where the correct thing or the right thing happens and not necessarily the thing that has been happening to everyone for years. Let's make it right for people, So,
which is kind of a good segue to the Gizelle Monique conversation.
Yes.
That they stopped the cycle.
Right. They did. I mean, at least Monique did.
Monique is owning so much stuff. It's really refreshing to have her come back into this group saying, I messed up here, or I was in this place, but that doesn't excuse my behavior. But just so you know, an explanation of why I got there, but I shouldn't have gotten there. I shouldn't have dragged Candace. I shouldn't have said those things at the reunion about, Pastor Holy Whore, even though it made for excellent TV.
Right.
It's just really refreshing to see someone be so forthright.
Right.
And this whole, I have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. I'm just being myself. And she's probably the most, so far, honest one of the group,
Right. I did think it was interesting that she said when she saw Giselle's daughter at the Pride event, she's like, I realized that, I said some horrible things about you,
right,
her father, and it just made me feel bad that I did that, so, I'm sorry that happened.
Because in the moment you're only focusing on how much I can't stand your mother and not you as a child, and how you're going to be, affected by me saying Pastor Holy Whore, and he's swinging his dick all over the congregation.
But even beyond all that, you're also never, if you're not going to see Gizelle again, you're not going to see her kids,
Right.
What do I care?
Right. And I think by that time, I think she knew at the reunion that she was not going to come back. She was done. That's why she was like, I'm going to just bind her and blow all their lives up, you know?
What I found was interesting was that Gizelle was definitely caught off guard.
So caught off guard. That's what I loved about it too.
Yeah.
So caught off guard by just like, I effed up. I'm owning it.
And not just that, though, because it seemed like I think Gizelle was expecting they were going to get together and they were going to get past it. And Monique was just going to go ahead and, you know, kiss her ass. But she was also very much like, well, no, you're not off the hook either, Gizelle. Like, you know, just because I'm saying all this doesn't mean, like, you didn't have a part in it. And Gizelle said once or twice, oh, I know I have a part in it. And all I wanted to hear was, oh, what was that part, Gizelle?
Let's outline that, because Monique is going, like, basically scene by scene.
Right.
And I'm sure that lunch was way longer than we saw. Right. And, like, just owning so many things. And Giselle's like, yeah, I was wrong, too. About what part?
Yeah, exactly. Can you? And I don't need an itemized list. I like an itemized list, but like, just give us one or two things, because
it was more like a blanket apology. Like she said, like, I'm sorry, and Monique's like, thank you, I appreciate that, but I need a bit more.
Yeah, like, you know, she didn't apologize for, I said I was sleeping with you were sleeping with your trainer. Like, she didn't say all these things that she was actually sorry for. Yeah. Just that she treated Monique poorly.
Right.
So, you know,
from the get-go, like from day one when she met Monique, she didn't like her, you know, just on principle. And just owning that and be like, you know what, I sucked. I shouldn't have, you know, judged you or like put, you know, my personal feelings or projected things onto you. But it's as good as we're going to get. Yeah. And it was better than I would expect from Gizelle. And it was a very mature conversation.
Well, she's doing it, though, because she knows Ashley has brought Monique back into the group, and that, you know, it will benefit Gizelle to make nice with Monique, because then she, Ashley, and Monique can all kind of support each other's agenda when the time happens. So,
I don't think Monique is only...
Monique will.
No.
But I think it's better to have Monique on her closer to her side than completely thinking, you know, hey, I'm not going to waste my time on Gizelle, you know. So...
Right.
But...
we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, I hope it goes to an apology. I hope it goes to more specific apology.
Yeah.
But we're never going to get that. Never going to get it. Never going to get it.
Whoa.
Did sleepiness just hit you?
No, I did not. So the Shio event, was that, it happened before that?
Well, no, I don't.
Oh, I didn't need the weed smoke, like back and forth between Wendy and Eddie's pop-up and Stacey's event. I get it. Oh, yeah. They both do weed. Thank you. No, thank you. So, and then once again, I hear Tamara in my head saying, like, I did it first. Vina. But no, it's great that like Happy Eddie is doing so well at this point of juncture.
Yeah.
When they were filming.
Yeah, they were success. Hats off to the
Yep. And then, stop buying things. Yep.
The Shio launched.
Yes, and only she had half the cast. Mm-hmm. A little bit less than that, because so
Claire,
Jazzy, Ashley, and Tia.
Okay. And her friend AJ.
Oh, it's something J.
They're both TJs. CJ?
They're both J's. I remember that because I had that conversation when he,
yeah.
So he was there to like to try to be like, you know, well, it's funny because like he gave her a pep talk earlier in the episode, like, you know, don't let them, you know, don't let them walk over you, basically, and stand up for yourself. And I think she took that to heart. I think she took it to heart against the wrong person, though.
I think so.
Like, of all the people to come at so harshly, I don't think it was going to be Tia.
Yeah.
If you're going to kick somebody out of your event, but no one else is there to kick out of the event. That's the thing. That's the funny thing.
Well, is that she's like, oh, if you're going to tell me to shut up, it's like she's just waiting for a reason to like.
Exactly. That came a little too quickly. And she wouldn't have dared, I think, do it with
Ashley
or Gizelle.
Oh.
I think Ashley, but not with like Gizelle.
Oh.
Maybe Kay. I don't know.
Oh, Keiarna, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think really she wanted to kick Keiarna out, but Tia was the only one available. She's like, all right, I'm mad at you. But like hopping over the Ashley thing to Tia, when I couldn't understand what she was saying, Stacey was saying about, you know, Timo didn't feel comfortable with Eddie and Wendy, and I'm like, and that's why he didn't come. And I'm like, oh, Timo's mad because Wendy and Eddie, because TJ told Eddie about the contract thing and outed it at the reunion. So Timo doesn't want to film with them.
Oh, I didn't catch that either.
Therefore, when they were talking about let's do a big couples thing, Timo didn't want to be part of that, and Wendy or Stacey didn't have her story straightened out. He's flying in. He's already flying out. Yeah.
She was trying to tell Tia that, like, whatever my reasons was about Wendy and Eddie and had nothing to do with you, and you had to go and make it about you. Watch you have to.
But why not just say to Wendy and Eddie?
Right.
That's the whole reason.
Right.
Like, that's the one thing I think Stacey was fibbing, like, for sure, and got caught up in it.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know about other lies, and again, I don't really care because I like Stacey, but for sure that was really muddy. But yeah, to like kind of flip on Tia and to start a fight over like nothing really, and then to be like, Toodaloo or Toodledoo, get out of here, get your stuff up.
I mean, kind of funny. Like, I think any other context would have been a memorable moment.
Well, what was memorable about it is that it's the juxtaposition of it's Juneteenth.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating me as a Black business owner, starting my new Black business by kicking my coworker out of my party as the big Juneteenth sign is back there with some fruit and veggies and snacks.
I did like it that, was it Ashley or whoever was like, that's not very Juneteenth.
It was jazzy.
Very Juneteenth.
And then as Tia's walking out, she's saying to the people online, don't buy a thing from Stacey. She's trash. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that is...
You fired the shot to the wrong person, Stacey.
Oh, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah. But when she's like, you're a tryhard, just like your outfits, and you're trying to fit in, and
oh yeah.
And Tia's saying, you've been here for a year, you still don't fit in. That was a good comeback.
And quite true.
Quite true.
I don't know, like, you seem to say, I don't know that I feel that Stacey is trying to fit in. I think she'd like to fit in. I think she would like it if they were to just accept her at face value, but I don't think she's trying hard.
No, I don't think she's trying to. I think the line was just great because you don't fit in.
Right. And
it's been a year and you're accusing me of trying to fit in, and I probably fit in more than you do, right. And I've been here for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a funny thing.
But yeah, Stacey gives a little bit of a shit about it, but I don't think as much as people think she does.
No, but I think this whole thing was too performative. It was too like, I shouldn't let them walk all over me, but you're aiming at the wrong person, for sure.
Yeah.
And then the Ashley thing, which you kind of got it.
Going back and forth with them and like...
It was like, let's...
Truth?
Yeah. And like all Ashley kept saying, like, no lies, no more lies. And Stacey was saying...
No more evil.
No more evil. Etc.
Ashley is not going to stop trying to get Stacey until she gets Stacey.
And being hypocritical. And she's not going to get Stacey because Stacey doesn't care.
So this whole truth... of it all is not going to ever come to fruition. A minute Gizelle wants to, harp on Stacey, Ashley's going to jump right on top and be right back where we belonged. And maybe we'll have I thought we moved past this, and clearly they did not. They will not.
Yeah. I also think, Stacey was trying to make her event memorable, and she had to do something because it was an all cast event without all the cast. Mm-hmm. And so she went about it the wrong way, and it was really, really muddy.
Well, at least it wasn't so bad that they got Viv, Cookie, and Therese to show up to it as well.
Did you hear about what Monique was saying about Cookie?
Oh, I did see her
on that page 6 reality.
Yes, but remind me.
The gist of it is that her issue with Cookie is that she and Chris, Monique and Chris, used to be friends with Cookie until Cookie showed her true colors and saying purporting a lie that she and Chris had slept together or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she was just being really weird, and they called her out on it. And it wasn't, she's like, it's not that I don't like her. I just don't like, the things that she's done.
Right, the behavior.
And I don't understand why they are talking to her, why my ex is talking to her, given he was that was bullshit, what she tried to spread that rumor that they were hooking up. So yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you for reminding me of that, because I remember hearing it. But what was interesting about the interview with Page Six or whatever what she was saying was she was just so very clear about it.
Right.
She wasn't moneyed about anything. She's like, this is what was happening.
This is what happened. Yeah.
And it's very, very nice to see.
Yeah.
Even though Monique keeps saying, she's only here, for the friend thing, do you think she'd come back if she was offered a full time?
Maybe not. Well, especially if he's not going to let them have their kids be on the show. I think she'd be a great friend again next season and being the voice of reason.
Yeah.
And also too, like as we've seen on other shows, like with Brittany or Marisol, friends can be like just as important as full time.
I'm still not ready to accept that. I still need them comfortably compartmentalized. And
it used to be, but then that's just not the case. Yeah. Friends are, Jennifer Tilly, you have a Jennifer Tilly friend versus a, Gretchen friend or Alexis or, so the role is not as...
I'm just used to the friends being someone who appears like at events and occasionally like on a girls' trip. But the local girls' trip, never the one where they actually get on a plane. They're like, oh, we're driving to the coast or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to the shore house.
Right.
Jersey Shore.
As opposed to like, we're going to England.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting.
Definitely so. Who else do we got there behind my head? I can't see.
I think we covered everyone's story again. Nothing from Kay. Didn't mind that. Not very much from Angel, but she definitely... per the trailer or the preview for next week, a lot of stuff about her financial situation.
Yeah.
Jazzy wasn't really very much, but like she showed up at the Juneteenth.
Was she wearing white?
Her headscarf had some white in it, but she's wearing a denim dress.
Okay, all right.
Similar to Stacey's, similar to Ashley's.
I was just wondering. I meant to keep an eye out for whether Jazzy continues the wearing all white all season long. So.
Right.
I did not keep an eye out for it.
Just. No, if she had worn a white denim, her denim, Stacey's denim, Ashley's denim, it was none of it was good denim. It was not.
You keep saying denim, and now it's losing its meaning to me. Denim. Is that a real word?
Denim.
You're right. All right. Well, so it sounds like we've covered this pretty well, and we can go ahead and talk about it next time.
Till next time.